a main motif?
There was a,
Since you asked.
It's like, I really am here to talk about the themes and motifs in regards to some really accredited
Lesbians!
That's what it is. That's what I wanted. That's the answer.
That's the answer.
I was looking for.
That's the answer. Hi, my name is Katie Evans, and I played Lance in Thank You for Her.
I'm Austin Nichols, and I played Cam, and thank you for her.
I'm Tess Nottlemann, and I play Anna, and thank you for her.
I'm Daniel Cole, and I played B. Valentine, and thank you for her.
And today we're going to answer some questions and watch some footage.
This scene was so just...
Chaotic.
Yes.
Crazy.
You needed a freaking sword in the closet.
In my closet. We aren't going to hurt you. We're going to let you
It did
out.
feel very weird to talk to you through the door, and I was like, also talking at B, like, this is what we're gonna do.
Looking at my face.
Okay.
Like
Just the
that scene.
realization.
It's the very slow, like, oh. Yeah,
She's got a point.
Yeah.
Got a point. Instantly picks it up.
These are
Why are you holding it like
Let you out.
just
like that?
dab if I need you.
Holding
You
a
never
a
know.
whole ass sword like this pointing down.
I could like do that, but that's harder to control. You want it.
One of my biggest fears is actually being chased and stalked, so let me tell you, terrifying.
I thought I was gonna fall. I was walking backwards without looking.
It's just so scary. Oh my god, we had to do this and not hit swords because your sword was breaking.
Oh, yeah, I was holding the sword in
I forgot about that.
like,
Right when I realized it, I was like, wait a second, I remember this. Our swords never connected.
I was holding the blade, the
Yeah.
hilt, and the handle all together, trying to just
You
not let
you
it
can't
fall.
really tell, but I remembered it all of a sudden. I was like, oh wait, shit.
I still love when the whole like pulling the sword out from the sheath. I'm like, ah, that's so beautiful. Yeah. You can actually see where I welded
Welded it back.
where I welded the shield together. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I think
You're smarter than me. I got this.
I think Katie's like scabbard also broke.
Oh,
like, in the middle of that roll.
Yeah.
This fight we spent like the second longest on, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
Man, that was a fun fight.
That was a fun
It
one. It was the
Very
first one
fun.
that was shown, but we had like 3 separate days on it.
Yeah. I love some of the shots that came out of it, especially because you had done some research on the ones shots that you really wanted to get, and I was like, these are
Wanted
really
that
fun
close
shots.
Very
These are
visually
really
pleasing,
fun.
you
Yeah,
know?
very visually pleasing.
It was, again, so just easy in the weirdest way of you tapped into B's eccentric side and just
A little bit crazy.
100 miles per hour, full speed ahead, was not looking back. And so that's why it was so easy for me to be so reserved with Anna, because you
Take the reins.
took all of the chaos and all of that. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit over
were
here.
tied up in a rug in the trunk, just going along for the ride.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Us exploring and experimenting when we were in the choreographing stage too also helped, because the relationship that Cam and Lance have throughout the movie again is heavily reflected by how those fights go.
Combat moments, because we really only, especially in the final cut, because a lot of our scenes beforehand got cut in the final cut, the only time we really talk is in the last 30 minutes.
What do you think, like, Lance? What do you think Lance is feeling in that moment? Because I know, like, Cam it's a lot of him wanting to protect Anna, but also he's still trying to protect himself because he doesn't want to feel a lot of these things, so he responds with anger. So I'm curious as to what Lance is.
I think for the emotion in regards to that scene showing emotion, it's the first time that like Lance is understanding the levity of keeping this secret from Anna, and also feeling like she's keeping it from Cam too, because at this point the two of them don't know that they both know.
Yeah.
They don't realize, like, you know, the secret that we're not gonna say. But they don't realize that, so I think she's also feeling guilty, because the scene that got cut is when they kind of like mutually have an understanding that like they both care, you know, because I think it's Lance's guilt finally getting to her, where it's like me being ignorant is causing harm. And I think that's a hard thing to come to terms with, where it's like, oh, if I just don't think about it, if I just don't care, it's a victimless crime.
Yeah.
And Lance is coming to terms that's not true.
But it was just so easy, just from the jump of, okay, this relationship was already formed
Oh yeah.
outside of filming, and so it was just so easy just to throw it in and be like, all right, here we are, besties again.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. So, yeah.
I think I really appreciate how you dive into your characters in the story, and it just makes them so enriching. And like the scenes that we do, I always feel have such an intensity to them that I love just doing them. I feel better as an actor when I do them. I feel like I grow as an actor, and I just really appreciate them when I do them. Yeah.
Kay's alright. So what's next?
Solid.
No, I love working with you, Katie. Your scripts make it easy.
Oh.
They make it easy. It's not hard to find the meaning that is obviously there that you intended, but also your writing and your acting makes it easy to find stuff that wasn't maybe intended to be there. I think it's just a testament to your writing and acting.
Love you,
that
buddy.
had the same energy
Love you
as
too.
I love to tour.
I love
The line down the middle, any scene that Katie and I are in, just because I simply can't stand to
I
be near.
love working
Like even right
with
now,
Austin Nichols.
this we're not doing this.
And
at the
I
same
think
time.
he's. Okay, let's just say one last thing and be like, enjoy.
Everyone's gonna
Okay,
die.
everybody watch. Thank you
Watch
for
it!
It's gonna be
Watch
so
it,
fun!
Watch it!
I have the same energy as I love working with Austin.
I love working with Austin.
I lie.
This will be the end clip. Smile like it's a Macy's picture. Yeah.